Hey guys, welcome to India's Top 5. Today we are going to reveal the top 5 haunted places in India. So grab your snacks and let the countdown begin.
At number 5, we have SHANIWAR WADA. All of you must have at some point or the other have heard of this fort. It became much known across the country because of the movie Bajirao Mastani. But it is all not so filmy here, is it? This is one of those places in India where you might actually be able to experience a real paranormal activity without a threat to life. Shaniwar Wada is believed to be cursed. It is believed that Kashibai, the wife of Peshwa Bajirao, had a childhood friend whose husband was executed by Bajirao on suspicion of being a traitor, and she cursed the newly constructed Shaniwar Wada. This was followed by a lot of unfortunate events. The assassination of Bajirao and the following death of his lover Mastani. Later, the grandson of Bajirao, the fifth Peshwa, was assassinated by conspiracies of his uncle and aunt. His uncle, Raghunath Rao, had written a letter to the assassins that read Naraynrao Ladhara, which meant to hold. But his wife, out of pure evil, changed the words and made it La Mara, which means to kill. Naraynrao, when realized he was going to be killed, ran to his uncle's chamber and cried for help, but was caught in between by the assassins and chopped into pieces and thrown in the river. On full moon nights, the heart-wrenching cries of the prince screaming, Kaka, Mala Bachawa! Uncle, save me. But the curse did not end there. The fort had 5 fires in its history: 1791, 1808, 1812, 1813, and the last fire of 1828, which lasted for a whole week and killed all of its residents. If you have the guts, you can camp out on a full moon night and witness the cries of the young prince yourself. At number 4 is the MUKESH Mills at Colaba, Mumbai. Originally constructed by the British, it was taken over by Mayur Madhwan and renamed as MUKESH Mills. However, the work was stopped within a few years. In 1982, a devastating fire forced the mills to shut down forever, but the cause of the fire is mystery till date. The mills were left untouched until a few years ago when a director started shooting a film, a horror film. People have witnessed footsteps, sounds, ghostly figures, and sensation of being watched. The most prominent paranormal activities have been a film actress who was possessed and suddenly shouted in a male's voice, "Yahan se bhag jao." Leave immediately. The crew members abandoned the shoot and were scared to their lives. In another incident, during a shoot, a small girl started rolling on the floor with her hands turned backwards. She was evacuated and her father said she became normal as soon as they went away from the mills. The watchman reported music coming from the mills even when there was no shoot going on. He noticed a figure smoking inside but did not go to inquire. Till now, a lot of Bollywood actors have refused to shoot there. Is it just because of the stories, or anything is lurking out there in the mills? At number 3 is the famous Ramoji Film City in Telangana. This film studio was built on the war grounds of the Nizam of Hyderabad, and the spirit of the dead soldiers still haunt this place. The various paranormal incidents include hearing of footsteps, watching human figures disappear into thin air. In one of the incident, a light boy fell from the top of the studio, and when asked what happened, he said that he was pushed off, but there was no one else except for him on the top. Big lights and props keep falling off without any reason or rhyme. The ghost of the soldiers target women more than men. The clothes in the dressing room have been torn, the food scattered on the ground. There have been Urdu writings on the mirrors and walls. In one particularly chilling incident, one of the actresses saw a ghostly apparition in the mirror and fainted out of fear. Is the film city really haunted, or is it been told that it is just because of tourist attraction? Well, we leave you with the answers to be found. At number 2, we have the infamous Lambi Deher mines of Mussoorie. This might just be the most haunted place if the number of ghosts are to be a parameter. Nobody knows when these mines were started, but they were closed in 1996 due to a threat of landslides. But the locals say otherwise. There are 3 prominent ghost stories surrounding these mines. According to the folklore, one is of an army officer. They do not know whether he is British or Indian, but it is said that he had an unfaithful wife who killed him with the help of his lover. He was killed using a big boulder, and every night his death is repeated over and over again, and he screams to find out why she did that. Now who is going to tell him? The second legend is of a witch that haunts the mines. She was the wife of a miner, but was having an illicit affair. Fearful of her husband, she hid inside the mines, and her lover absconded the village. The husband believed that she has run away with her lover, so he was angry and he killed the 2 children. When she came out of the mines a few days later to find her family destroyed, she jumped off a cliff. Soon after her death, freak accidents and deaths started happening, and soon the people feared to even step into the mines. She is said to have lured men into the mines who never returned. This place has witnessed the most number of recorded freak deaths than any other haunted place in our list. This haunted place, situated on the road to Mussoorie, is one for a visit if you have the guts to do it. And number 1 on our list of top 5 haunted places in India is the Bhangarh Fort. This fort is officially the most haunted place in India. Even the government of India certifies its hauntedness and has denied anyone to enter the premises after dark. Located in the border of Sarisk Tiger Reserve, the fort's story dates back to 17th century. There are 2 stories which justifies the hauntedness of this fort. The first story says that Madho Singh raised the fort after taking permission from the saint Baba Balunath, who gave a condition that he can construct the fort, but the shadow of the fort shall never fall upon him. One of Madho Singh's ambitious successors raised the walls of the fort vertically, and lo and behold, the shadow of the fort fell upon the hermit, and the curse of the saint befell on the fort. The Bhangarh Fort was destroyed in a later battle, and its residents were burned inside. No construction has been successful in the nearby areas of this fort as the roofs of the constructed buildings fall unnaturally. The second story says that Princess Ranavati of Bhangarh was responsible for this curse. A local magician fell in love with her and tried to bewitch a cosmetic she was supposed to use to make her fall in love with him. The princess smelled suspicion and foiled the entire conspiracy and poured the cosmetic over a boulder. The massive stone boulder crushed the tantric to death. Before dying, the black magician placed a curse and said that no soul would ever live in peace till this place stands, and the shadow of this palace will always be cursed. There have been numerous paranormal activities reported from this place. Sounds of footsteps and a feeling of being watched is just the starting. The Paranormal Society of India recorded huge amounts of negative energy coming from this fort. There have been many incidents which have been narrated firsthand by those who have suffered.
So my friends and I decided to go to this fort during the night. We reached Bhangarh at around 8:30 p.m. and started exploring the place. Around 12:30 we heard a female voice shouting from the fort and we decided to leave. Horrified by what had happened, we started running towards the main gate. And right then, a wall fell in front of us. We started running again till we finally got out of the fort. We have decided that we'll never visit that cursed place again. It was the winter of 2011. The fort after 5 p.m. was closed. But we somehow bribed the watchman and we went inside. We were just hanging around and laughing because we didn't witness any paranormal activity till then. When we were about to leave, we saw a man sitting in a window. It had iron grills. He looked completely zoned out and wasn't even looking at us. We asked him, who is he? He did not respond. We looked closer, and when we were looking into the room, suddenly one of our friends shouted, "Dude, there's no gate in this room." The figure suddenly smiled at us. We were shit scared. We ran out of our wits. It's been a horrible experience. We'll never forgotten that night.
So, if you're one of those who says ghosts are just like fairy tales, then visit Bhangarh. But let me warn you, your ego might cost your life.
So guys, this was today's top 5. If you know any other haunted places or have visited them or have experienced any paranormal activity, do tell us in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, click the subscribe button to enjoy more of India's top 5. See you!